Too much clutter.
Dear Dora, my husband and I have been married for 32 years. It is a good marriage. We are very happy, but there is one problem. Alan is a pack rat. He never throws anything away. For example, he reads 2 newspapers every day, and he keeps them around the house in case he wants to reread an article. Most of the time, he never does. He also keeps things like broken watches and old clothes that he wore in high school. On the other hand, I usually throw away things I will never use again. Sometimes, when my husband is out of the house, I throw away some of his things and I don't tell him about it. I feel a little guilty, but I can't stand so much clutter. What should I do? Carol.
What's the best way to discipline kids?
1. Talk about it. To teach my children a lesson, I prefer to talk to them about what they did wrong. My 2 kids often misbehave, but they always react better to a conversation than a scolding.
2. Take away a privilege. I prefer to take away my children's computer and texting privileges when they need to be disciplined. I do this when talking doesn't work.
3. Send them to their rooms. You have to discipline your kids, but pain can't teach kids as much as love can. I send them to their rooms.
4. Physical punishment. Sometimes a spanking is necessary. I think it works for children ages 5 to 8.
Toys for girls, toys for boys.
Recently, a 13-year-old girl wanted to give her 4-year-old brother a gift for Christmas. She wanted to give him an easy bake oven because he likes to help his mother bake cookies. There was a problem. She looked at the ads. All of the ovens were pink or purple, and all of the ads showed little girls with the toy ovens. The girl, McKenna Pope, was upset. Why were toy ovens only for girls? She got 40,000 people to sign a petition and sent it to the manufacturer, Hasbro, a big toy company. She was successful. Now there are also easy bake ovens in blue, silver, and black, and the ads have boys playing with the ovens as well.
Pampered Pooches. Prediction dictation.
What do you buy for a person who has everything? That is a common question. A new question is, what do you do for a dog who has everything? Pet spending is now over $50 billion per year, up from $45 billion a few years ago. Dogs wear Ralph Lauren cashmere sweaters, Burberry raincoats, and diamond collars, and have boxes of toys. 93% of dog owners consider their dogs to be members of their family. They enjoy buying things for their dogs.
Listening text. There are many good reasons to own a dog. Here are 5 of them. The first is physical activity. People who own dogs often have better physical health because they need to walk, exercise, and care for their dogs. A second reason is that dogs may help lower blood pressure. Studies show that during a medical examination, when a dog was present, people's heart rate and blood pressure were lower. Another reason is that dogs may help relax a person and reduce everyday stress. Dogs may help us think less about our problems and worries. In addition, a dog may help us feel less lonely. The last reason is about elderly people. Elderly people who live alone say that their dog gives them a reason for living. Little People of America. Dictagloss, pre-listening.
1. Can I give birth to a dwarf? 2. Do these people have normal intelligence? 3. Are there many people with dwarfism in the U.S.?
Listening text.
I understand there are about 1,500 people at this conference.
Yes. Some of the younger little people come with their parents, who are of average stature.
What are the causes of dwarfism?
It is a chemical change within a single gene that begins during conception. It is not caused by anything the parents have done during pregnancy or before. 9 out of 10 children born with this condition have average-sized parents.
Are there different types of dwarfism?
Yes, but the most common form is called achondroplasia, which accounts for 70% of all cases.
Is dwarfism a disability?
We don't want to be considered disabled, although some of us have spinal and orthopedic problems. Most of us have normal intelligence, normal lifespans, and reasonably good health.
Coming to a conference like this is a great way to socialize with others like yourself.
Yeah, it's wonderful because here I can find people who understand the day-to-day things I experience. At least one time a year, I get to feel normal. People here instantly connect, and it's like, wow, you could actually meet someone for a long-term relationship.
What kind of activities are there?
There are workshops for our relatives and friends who want to learn more about our condition. Medical specialists provide counseling on topics like neurological concerns, pregnancy, and psychological issues.
I see that there are other fun activities as well.
There are fashion shows, dances, soccer games, and typical tourist trips to interesting places.
What's the best part for you?
The people you meet and exchange emails with. I am definitely going to check out the guy scene. Who knows? I may find someone short, dark, and handsome.
Homeschooling. Dictagloss, pre-listening.
1. Why is homeschooling becoming more acceptable? 2. Who probably does most of the teaching at home? Why? 3. What do you think is one disadvantage of homeschooling?
Listening text.
Why did you choose homeschooling for your daughter?
My husband and I were not happy with the education Eve was getting in the public schools, and we didn't want to send her to private school, which is too expensive and too far away. My husband and I believed that we could give Eve a better education at home, a place where she will be excited about learning and be challenged.
Is homeschooling legal?
Yes, it is now in every state. Back in the 1970s, when conservative Christians wanted to homeschool their children for religious reasons, it was not really accepted by mainstream Americans. But in the 1980s and 90s, it became more popular, not only for the religious right, but for thousands of parents like ourselves who felt we could do a better job than the public schools.
How does homeschooling work?
When we first started this project, we copied the traditional classroom subjects, trying to improve on them. But we later tried other approaches which worked even better. We can buy lesson plans in all subjects from organizations and schools. We use the internet for virtual courses offered by different schools, and we have joined a network of families called the HS Club, where we parents share our expertise and have support groups. Sometimes we hire tutors.
Do you and your husband have teaching degrees?
I graduated from a 2-year college where I studied English, and my husband has a master's degree in engineering. I do most of the teaching during the day, but we have Eve do a lot of independent study on topics that interest her, and we take lots of field trips to museums.
Were you at all worried that Eve could become isolated from other children her age?
Actually, that was a concern in the beginning, but we have this network of activities that put homeschoolers together. For example, in the HS Club, we have a theater group, a problem-solving group, a ski group, and a math club. We also have science fairs and music recitals. We get together often, and Eve has made many friends.
What's in a name? Partial dictation.
Some people name their children after movie stars or famous people. In the 1940s, many girls named Shirley were named after a child actress, Shirley Temple. Nowadays, we often meet children named Celine and Brad. When people from other countries come to the United States, either as international students or as immigrants, they often change their names and adopt English names. They do this for several reasons. First, English speakers may have difficulty understanding and pronouncing their names correctly. Second, people may have trouble remembering their names. Third, because they are in a new country, they may want to change their lives and begin with a new name.
Dictogloss.
1. What is your mother's name? 2. Although his name was Peter, his friends called him Pete. 3. Some famous people, like Madonna, use only one name. 4. If you have a son, what will you name him? 5. If you have a daughter, what will you name her?
Driver's licenses for illegal immigrants.
1. Karen Johnson. No, they are taking jobs away from Americans and legal immigrants.
2. Jason Garcia. Yes, they need to take the test and understand the laws of the road.
3. Helen Chin. No, they should not have the same rights and privileges because they are here without permission.
4. David Peterson. Yes, because they need to drive to work, and they need insurance.
5. Minnie Lee. No, they should go back home because there are too many crazy drivers on the roads anyway.
International students on American campuses. Dictogloss.
1. Most international students are attending big public universities in the Midwest. 2. International students do not get financial aid. 3. International students pay full out-of-state tuition at public universities.
Listening for statistics. Countries sending the most students to the United States in 2011-2012. Country, total, percentage of international students, 1 year percentage change. China, 194,029. 25.4%. 23.1%. India, 100,270. 13.1%. Minus 3.5%. South Korea, 72,295. 9.5%. Minus 1.4%. Saudi Arabia, 34,139, 4.5%, 50.4%. Canada, 26,821, 3.5%, minus 2.6%. Apolo Ohno.
1. Apolo Ohno was born on May 22, 1982. 2. Apollo was a great winter sports athlete. 3. Apollo was raised in Seattle by his father, who was a hairstylist. 4. Apollo and his dance partner were champions in May 2007. 5. When he was 12, he decided to become the best speed skater in the world.
Fun with numbers. Partial dictation.
1. Draw 5 horizontal lines in a row. Write 25 on the first line. Write 75 on the last line. Add the two numbers together. Write your answer on the middle line. 2. Draw a vertical line. To the left of it, write 200. To the right, write 100. Subtract the smaller number from the larger number and write your answer below the vertical line. 3. Draw 2 triangles. Next to them, draw a circle. In the first triangle, write 70. In the second triangle, write 14. Add the two numbers together and put your answer in the circle.
Dictogloss.
1. Between two parallel lines, write the letter X. 2. Inside a circle, write the word mother. 3. Below a triangle, write the number 90. 4. Inside a circle, draw a face.